Well, how many people warned me this would happen? And I knew I would do it. I just didn't think I'd do it so soon, right? Wasn't it just 2 videos ago that I was sitting smugly in the cab of this truck telling you how my brand new OEM exhaust all the way through the Resonator was purring like a kitten, and admitting that this thing was out here vulnerable? I just didn't expect to mess it up so quick. The good news is that we did get about 94 miles of trail in over this extended weekend, connecting Interstate 8 to Interstate 10 via, backcountry and dirt roads. And we got to stop by the Hoodoo cabin along the way and spend the night, camp out. We enjoyed getting some drone footage along the way, and even some time-lapse footage. But on the drive out, I mean, it's a lot of dirt. I got a little complacent and just dropped off of a ledge and caused the damage that you see here. Now, obviously the fix for this is pretty simple. Really all I need to do is just cut this off, and it's just a matter of figuring out where I'm going to cut it off, okay? So what I'm thinking is, because I have this recovery hook / bracket on the KMR bumper, I'm thinking that if I cut this back, a little farther back, and then off at an angle to a point where it's a little bit, as high or higher than this bracket, then you can see right here, if I drop off of a ledge, the end of the pipe would be higher than the bracket, and therefore maybe take the hit unless the conditions were just wrong. But the bigger thing is that right after I bumped it, you'll see, if I can get it to focus under here, what you'll see is that the KMR bumper comes with a radius kind of cutout here to accommodate the OEM exhaust. And what happened is I shoved the exhaust over here on this side to where it's, if you can get it to where you can see right there, right after I hit it, it was making contact and rattling right there. So what I did, just to stop the rattling, was reached in up over the top of the resonator where the bracket bolts to the mount, and loosened those 2 nuts there, and then used up the slack in the holes where the bolts go through to kind of push the resonator over, just taking up that slack, and then retightened the nuts. And that ended up giving me just enough clearance between the pipe and that support that you see right there, just enough clearance about right there that it doesn't rattle anymore. So I am going to have to go under there and maybe bend the bracket back out to get the clearance back to where I wanted it, or just replace one of the bent metal parts. But in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do right now is, just to hold me over, is go ahead and cut this thing off properly. Okay, so here's the material that I cut off, and let me just come up and show you from the side here. There's the brace that I really wanted to kind of get up above, and I sort of almost did, and I was just eyeballing it. Not bad for eyeballing it, okay? I didn't really use a a straight edge or anything, but I think that's going to give me a much better departure angle here, as you can see. And you probably saw me using the Dremel and the flap disc, just because I didn't want to leave any razor sharp things to hit my noggin on when I have it up on the lift. So I think I'm going to call that a job mostly well done. And thanks you guys for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and run this thing and finish the next 100 miles, and I'll try to share it with you when it's all said and done. Take care.